Namaste and welcome to this edition of Stiff in the Neck. You will be needing a foam roller. So this is a soft foam roller, as you know I have. If you do have a hard foam roller, take a blanket and drape it over it to soften it up a little bit. Okay, you can also use one of the tightly knit weaved blankets and roll it up like I did in, I think it was the first video, and you can use it for that. Or you can take a rolled up yoga mat like I did in the previous video, and you can use that one. Okay, so we're going to lie on the foam roller or anything equivalent and begin there. Also make sure that you have a yoga strap with you. So I'm just going to turn in this direction so that you can see me, and also for how we are going to proceed. So on this one, just make sure that your entire torso and head is on the support. And then from there, open your arms out to the side. And from this position now, you might feel quite a deep, deep stretch into your chest, maybe even into your biceps. Perhaps the previous practice is supported to give a little bit more mobility in the front body. And then see if you can start to slowly reach the arms up over your head. And as the arms reach over the head, feel your shoulder blades separating, but feel that the shoulders draw away from the ears. Just notice if there's any tension in the shoulders anywhere here. Where is it? And then see if you can gradually bring the arms back down. And if you can graze the floor, go for it. But it's okay if the arms and the hands are off of the floor as well. And then go all the way down next to your body and stretch your fingers towards your heels. Feel a lot of space there between the ears and the shoulders. Good. And then open the arms to a position where your forearms are resting on the floor. And then inhale into your belly, into your lower ribs, into your higher ribs, and then exhale out through your arms and shoulders and the rest of your body, your entire body. Inhale into your belly, lower ribs, upper ribs, and then exhale into your entire body. Do that a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and from here, rolling off of the roller or what you're on, that's equivalent, and rest onto the floor. Notice if again you feel that sense of release into your back body. Place the roller behind your neck. And again, try to lift your head so that you're creating a little bit more space to try to drape your neck over the roller. So I like to drape it over and then roll back a little bit. So the upper back is off of the floor. And then from here, I like to rock back and forth a bit. And then you might notice that as you press back, then the foam roller might press down into the tops of your shoulders a little bit. Good, and feel free to just move the head a little bit side to side, make a figure 8 with your nose. And lifting your pelvis up off the floor and letting your head go all the way back. And from there, roll a little bit over to the side so that you're now on the top of your right shoulder. And from here, you can move the arm a little bit back and forth. So think of drawing the elbow like under your body and then extending the arm out. And you can move your hips as well with this, so that you're creating some traction there in the top of the shoulder, releasing and hydrating. And then if you want to, turn your thumb inward and then see if you can work the arm behind your shoulder again. Behind your back again, so that we work on that internal rotation. And from here, just massage a little bit back and forth. And I'm holding my head now. My head is off of the roller and I'm rolling it back and forth. So now I'm going a little bit more into the back as well. And then release. Okay, and just let that settle in a bit. So remember, you're never cranking yourself into the position, you're just moving the body into the position where it can go, and then you create a little movement and you see if you can get that extra release. All right, lifting your pelvis, again, moving your head back, and then shifting the weight over to the left. You might have to adjust your legs, pausing it here, extending the arm, and then drawing the elbow in under the body, extending and drawing it under. Good, then you can turn your thumb inwards again, bringing the arm behind you, pausing it there, and maybe lifting the head a little bit more and moving it back and forth. And release. Ooh, yay. Let the head tilt side to side. And maybe you'll feel that you have a little bit bigger figure 8. Yeah, so good. And roll that roller back. And notice if there's a little bit more of that swooshy feeling in your neck. Okay, turn around onto your belly, and now we'll take the roller and we're going to place it right into our armpit. So similar to what we did with the yoga tune-up therapy ball. So just wherever you feel fine. You're not on the breast, you're more at the side and under the armpit. Pause it here. And you can move the arm back and forth. And again, letting the palm face down, and then you bring the arm back and the palm faces up. So you're turning your thumb inward. You can also bend the elbow a little bit more, draw it back and forth. Now this one might not feel like it's a lot, but it actually does hydrate quite a lot. And then bring the arm behind you again, like you did with the yoga tune-up therapy ball. And then from here, you can move side to side a little bit. And maybe you'll find that you'll be able to slide your hand a little bit further up in between the shoulder blades. Yeah, and release. Okie dokie, other side. Place it right under there. And then maybe just bring the arm forward, palm faces down. And as the arm goes to the side, then you turn the thumb inwards, palm faces up. And all the while, the neck should not feel tight. Right? It shouldn't feel like you're using your neck at all. It's just along for the ride. Okay, then see if you can bend the elbow behind your back. Pause it there and see if you can slide it up a little bit further perhaps. Let it stay. And then maybe go back and forth a little bit here. You can play around. That's the fun thing. Explore on your own. Find your own moves. Yeah. And release. Ooh, so good. Maybe just rest over the foam roller. I like to place it on my forehead and just right in between the eyebrows there to that Ajna chakra. Yeah, and you can even rest the arms next to your body or keep them under like a crocodile pose, pausing it there. And I like to move the head a little bit side to side so it moves over the eyebrows as well. So good. Okay, resting back into a child's pose and coming into the praying child, keeping the elbows on the foam roller, and just let the head either drop in between the arms or feel free to give your head some support. Yeah, and it's also good if you want to roll back and forth a little bit on the tricep. You can do that. It's a great option. Yeah, you can also let your head just rest on the foam roller. It feels sometimes good even to press the head into the foam roller. I can feel sometimes a bit of a release and attraction there into the spine and support in resetting the neck. Good. All right, withdraw, roll yourself up. And Okay, now come into seated position. We're going to take the strap and create a tight loop. Place the strap around your thigh and crossing the right leg now in front. If you need to elevate your hips, by all means, feel free. Elevate your hips. And we're going to rotate to the left and hold on to the strap. So make sure that you find a tight grip there on the strap, but keeping the back arm as extended as possible. Right? Let your shoulders drop down and then tilt your head over the right shoulder. And try to let your right shoulder also soften. And then gradually turn your chin towards the shoulder, the right shoulder. Full breath in and full breath out. So you'll feel this at the top of your left shoulder and also into the side of your neck. Good. Let your chin gradually move towards the center of the chest. So it's moving now a little bit on a diagonal. And pause it there. Good. And then from there, lift the chin up. Okay, release. Just let yourself settle into the center. Good, and then change it to the other side. So just put it through your left leg in front of the right. Rotating it to the right. The arm goes behind, finding as tight of a grip there as you can, rotating. So you'll be using a little bit of effort in order to stay here, but you don't want to use too much effort or strength. So just finding a rotation that feels supportive, where you can drop your shoulders down. Okay, then let your left ear tilt over to your left shoulder. Let both of your shoulders settle. So you feel the stretch into the right side of the neck. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes. And then slowly let your chin rotate over the left shoulder. Good, and from here, let your chin and your head slowly find its way into the center of your chest. So the chin is still dropped and the head is still dropped, and pause it there. So that your head is right in between both shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Gradually start to lift the head. And release the arms, come to the center. You notice a difference? Just let your body settle in. Right into the center there. Let your jaw drop a bit. Neck. Good, and interlace your fingers behind your back, stretch the arms away, and lift your chest. So just to a point where the breastbone lifts and you're really expanding your chest, you'll notice that naturally your head goes back, but you're extended out through the crown of your head. So not shutting off your breath supply at all. Good. Release and interlace. Again, you can do the second interlacing and then round it forward. Just let your head drop forward, separating those shoulder blades. Yeah. And then gradually reach the arms up, but let your shoulders stay dropped. And then maybe make a few circles to the right, center and left. And then go to the left, center and right. And lift it up. Good. Palms together, touch your forehead and touch your heart. All right, remove the strap and then lie back and feel free to rest into a Shavasana, whichever kind of Shavasana you would want. If you feel like you would like a little bit more neck support, you can, of course, take your yoga mat rolled up and then let your head and neck rest on it while you rest in a Shavasana or an active resting position. You can place bolsters behind your legs, whatever feels supportive to you. Stay here for a few moments, letting your shoulder blades drop. Just let your neck and shoulders and everything settle in, find a new normal. Hopefully feel a bit better, a bit more better. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Do let me know how it goes and how it felt. You can stay here for as long as you want.